Hello, everyone. Hey, so this one that I'm bringing down here is part of Amiibo. It's not governance and all of that. It's part of Amiibo, and the fact that there's a whole lot of crisis that is rocking the Labour Party, and the national treasurer has come out to accuse the chairman of the party of corruption, allegation of corruption, money diversion, and a whole lot of other things. She was even, I think that came out like yesterday or the day before yesterday. This morning, she was also on a rise, making a lot of allegations. Some of the things that were said, I'm going to put it out there. I haven't seen the response of the Labour Party chairman. I'm even thinking if it's possible, we could bring him to let's if he's willing to write live with Aisha Isufu. Let's see whether he has something to say to all of these allegations. So they said headlines: Fresh crisis hits Labour Party. Treasurer accuses national chairman of fraud. Says Abure forged late predecessor signature audited account to INEC. Party reacts, says accuser under external influence. Choose Okocha. Okay, I don't know what that is all about. But it says Mrs. Oluchi Okpara accused the national chairman, she's the national treasurer, by the way, of misappropriating the sum of 3.5 billion being proceeds of funds that for the 2023 general election. So are you telling me these people had 2 point something billion naira and were busy looking for money to buy campaign material? What? What? 2 point something billion, they were able to raise that. I know one thing with Nigeria. For me, I'm not holding anything for anybody. I want to see everything, let everything come out. One thing with Nigeria is that we like to throw figures. You just see big figures that people will be throwing. You're wondering, okay, how much is this debit? Anyway, how much are they selling forms? 2 point something billion. Wow, that's much. Oh, now so parties they make money. Okay, back to the national treasurer also accused the Abure of forging the signature of his late predecessor Abdul Qadir Abdul Salam to steal the funds of the party, as well as fabricated an audited account of the party presented to the Independent National Electoral Commission. Wow, that's really deep. And I remember watching Arise, because I got a text message for someone that said normally don't watch TV, don't watch news, and someone said that she was on Arise, so I put on Arise and everything. I remember Rufai actually asked, I said, "Can you prove this? Did you have a forensic was auditing of the signature to know it was forged and all of that?" But she has said that it was done after his death. And I saw someone who said on Twitter, who said, okay, yes, you can have a post-dated check. But what she was saying, and her own word, she was saying that amount was not in the bank at that time. Well, we don't know what check. But the thing about accusation is that you must have proof to do it. It's one thing for you to say, oh, I know this thing was done. It's another thing for you to have the proof of it. And so let's see how all of this plays out. There were also a lot of allegations. She said they had tried to bribe her. He tried to bribe her with money. He tried to give her a car and a house. Now, so these politicians get money. I don't know. Misha Day here. I'm here for the gist. And okay, and Rufai was also asking all of these things are documented. Let me read some of the things I had that she said. Okpara also claimed that Abure attempted to bribe her with car and a house, which she declined, just as the party leadership has dismissed her claim of saying she's under external influence. And of course, she did say she wasn't under any influence, that this is what people always say when you're doing something, that she felt that she wanted to stand for what is right. She's not going to stand for what is not right. Under her watch, they're not going to do things anyhow. She said a lot of things about that Abure was doing everything as if that it was a one-man party. He did whatever he did. He didn't listen to Peter Obi, even when they had meetings and they had asked. That was what she claimed. But we need to hear the part of Abure and what he said. I saw this thing when it broke yesterday, and a lot of people were now, of course, as usual, now those PDP e-talks and APC e-talks, they always, anything to accuse Aisha, insult Aisha, whatever Aisha, bring Aisha into it. And they were like, oh, that's the money that Aisha, they've eaten, they've collected. Me, Aisha Isufu, beat my chest anywhere, any day. No human being born of a man or a woman, whether through CS or natural birth, in this Nigeria, that they will say that they gave Aisha Yesufu Mua one kobo, one shishi of anything party, anything campaign funds, anything whatever that Aisha Yesufu I collected. Some were even friends or whatever, where they say, oh, please take it, help us put. I said, no, go and pay, put directly. If you want to donate to the account, see campaign account, whatever. Moi, nothing. So when I see them talking, I laugh. Me, I'm always laughing, shall. Anyways, let's come back to the gist on ground. And so she said, as National Treasurer, I'm constrained to come before you and the public today because the internal mechanism of our family, of our party, have failed woefully to bring Mr. Abure to account for his brazen abuse of office and misappropriation of party funds. His appetite for power has grown unchecked, and he has deliberately undermined my duties and authorities as stipulated in the party's constitution. She stressed that since assuming office in 2021, Mr. Abure has engaged in a series of actions that not only undermine the principles upon which the Labour Party was founded, but also constitute grave violation of trust and fiduciary responsibility. His tenure has been marred by forgery, embezzlement, and corrupt enrichment, all at the expense of the party and its members. He has ultimately depleted the party's bank accounts, often through fraudulent means, including forging the signature of his predecessor and our late national chairman, Alhaji Abdul Salam, immediately after his demise. I don't understand. There should be checks and balances in place. How is one person able to deplete this account? I mean, there shouldn't be a situation whereby only the signature of a chairman will be able to move money from one place. At least there need to be at least two, either two or three, something like that. But for one person to be able to move, and then if someone dies, automatically there should be this thing of all this thing should stop. I don't know, sharp. The deliberate obstruction not only hinders my ability to carry out my responsibility, but also raises serious questions about the chairman's transparency and accountability. Under Mr. Abure's watch, over 3.5 billion was raised from the sale of nomination forms for the 2023 general election. However, apart from the proceeds of the sale of forms from his home state of Edo, which was diverted to Mr. Abure's private accounts, he only declared 55 million to me as treasurer of the over 3.5 billion raised, pocketing the rest for himself. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, aren't this money supposed to be paid directly into the account? Why? How did it come? So if they are paid directly to the party account, then there should be a statement of account, and then all of this withdrawal and all it. How is it the one declaring? What business is it of a chairman for him to be collecting money or not collecting money? There's a whole lot of questions that need to be answered, and that we want to see the answers. We just, at any place, let's have accountability, transparency. Hopefully the chairman is coming to give us his own side. Let's see all of this. But this money is, I don't know. During the off-cycle election in several states last year, the party raised around 958 million from nomination forms and donations. These funds have completely vanished under Mr. Abure's oversight with zero paper trail. So that's the part I don't understand. How is there zero paper trail? In Labour Party, is it that when they are selling forms, if they don't pay the money into the party account, they give it to someone? Do they bring cash? That would be against the law, right? You don't use, because the transaction is more than the one you would do. So how is it? So the thing for me, I'm not understanding, but these are questions, these are things that we'll see how this goes on, because I don't understand how there won't be a paper, especially how there won't be a paper trail with things like this. If I'm buying a form, maybe if I'm a Labour Party member and I'm buying form to run for maybe councillor, I'm not going to give the money to treasurer, I'm not going to give the money to chairman, I'm going to pay the money into the account, do transfer into the party account and have my slip, and that's what you present and be giving this. So I don't understand how there are no paper trails. What kind of thing are they doing over there? He said, while on fundraising tour in the United States in August 2023, Mr. Abure and his cronies raised hundreds of thousands of dollars from the party's diaspora community. To date, he has not declared a single dollar to me or NWC, essentially stealing donations meant for the party's development. Indeed, not a single cent from donations was ever paid into any of the party accounts. In the first place, there shouldn't even be direct donation to individuals, no matter what position you're holding in whatever. If people are donating, they should donate directly to the parties. But I also know that a lot of times people just say, oh, they've done, like, even okay, they say we've raised hundreds of billions of naira, hundreds of millions of dollars. Me man, they look for the campaign, Peter Obi campaign donation. Me ma, I'm looking for those money. I never see those money. So if you know where those money is, there, then you help us. We need them. Mrs. Okpara further alleged Abure regularly siphoned monies from the party accounts through unauthorized transfers to proxy individuals, including junior unsuspecting administrative staff at the National Secretariat, as well as special purpose vehicles owned by himself and or his wife or other family members. To conceal his financial crimes from the authorities, Mr. Abure doctored audit report in 2023 and tried to bribe me severally, first with money and then a car and even a new house to rectify his hawks financial statements. I rejected his briberies and obstruction of my duties as treasurer. Indeed, Labour Party remains the only major political party that has failed to submit an audit report of our financial activities for 2022-2023 to the Independent National Electoral Commission, she alleges. According to her, evidence suggests that the chairman has sunk his loot into various choice properties in Nigeria and Europe. When he assumed office in 20... Oh, wow. When he assumed office in 2021, Mr. Abure was practically destitute. His financial position especially remained the same until 2022, following the entry of His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi into the Labour Party. Today, Mr. Abure owns multiple high-end real estate in Abuja, Benin, Uromi, and Italy, yay, whose values run into hundreds of millions, if not billions of naira. To the best of my knowledge, he did not own a single property prior to 2022 and lived in very squalid condition. For many months now, I've persistently demanded financial transparency and accountability from Mr. Abure to no avail. I have repeatedly requested for bank statements and transaction notification to be sent directly to my office as treasurer, all of which are falling on deaf ears. But I don't know, as treasurer, when you come into office, you're supposed to have they will put your names as, I don't know whether blank treasurers are not signatories to accounts and all of that, so that they can request for this thing. But anyway, we all are waiting for Mr. Abure's own rejoinder to all of these accusations. If you're in public places, well, accusations are always common. You get a lot of accusations, different things, but then you should be in a position to be able to ensure that things are done properly. Well, a lot of other stories that are good. And for me, when it comes to this thing, I don't joke. I don't mind. We can, maybe if we go like this, we can easily get to this thing. It's easier. It saves everybody time. But the law or transparency requires that we go like this, like this, like this, like this before we get it. Do you know me? We go like this, like this, like before I get it. Sometimes I'm saying to them, you must not only be above board, but you must be seen to be above board. Everything, the process, the transaction, everything must be clear. Let me just add, there was on the day of the election, because as we were working on the election, the monies had been put aside for payment of what the party agent. So I was the one in charge of payment of party agent. They had done this thing. The major bank that we are using, they sent in their manager. They came to my house that day. We did everything to make sure it was working, because the day before, we couldn't get it going. And so he now said, okay, I should test it. Let me send some small amount of money to my own account. I said, He was shy. I said, me. I said, God forbid. So that tomorrow somebody will now come and say, oh, see where I shall transfer money from there. I said, no, but it's just maybe like 500 or 1,000. And then just to test it, I said, I ain't testing nothing. Anything, go and call your headquarters and whatever, let them do that thing. Because these are the things. Then the next thing you now come and say, they will say, oh, I shall diverted funds from this thing to our account. They were like, no, I didn't divert. Then they will now show up. You now start explaining that, no, that's 500. Who wants to hear that explanation? All they do is that there's evidence. That's tricky, and that's it. Me, I said, no, those things I'm very meticulous about. Even our team, for the way Mr. Abure to be on live with Aisha Isufu so that we'll also hear his own part of the thing. I did try to reach him, but his phone wasn't going through. So we'll see what the public says, what his rejoinder is all about. Thank you, everyone. Bye.